Oh, hello, POs. How's everybody doing today? I hope all is well with you and yours. I truly do. I'm doing okay. Just made it to work, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 minutes ago. Um, Now, guys, as I told you in some other videos, they are doing some maintenance work to the building, putting on new roofs and fixing windows, and they're just doing a lot. They're doing a lot of work to the building. It's an old building, so they're trying to spruce the place up, I guess. So you're gonna hear some noise, please. I could go inside, but it's a little dark in that little hallway where I could sit privately and do a video, but I'm like, it's so dark, so I'm just gonna come outside and do the video. So you're gonna hear some noise, guys. Please pardon the noise. Pardon the noise. But I wanted to do this video, and I'm not going to be before you long because I do have to start working soon. But I just wanted to do this video kind of, you know, as quick as I can. And thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you so very much. Welcome to the channel. If you're not subscribed, the channel name is Sharina Belly. My name is Sharon. Please subscribe, comment, share the videos out, like the videos if you so choose. Um, we're on that road to 2K, so we're gonna get there. Slow and steady, won that race. So listen, don't count me out. Cause I ain't gonna count you out, so don't count me out. But anyway, guys, listen, real quick. I've been watching some videos and things, on YouTube, and as it relates to the Sonia Macy story, the young lady who had called the police because she thought she heard some noise. I don't know if she thought she heard somebody trying to enter her home or whatever, but she called the police for help. And then the police got there, and I guess she had been, I don't know, preparing to make a meal or something because apparently she had a pot of water on the stove. When the police entered her home, one of the police officers asked her to take the pot of water off the stove because they didn't need no fire breaking out while they were in the home. I mean, what that means, I don't understand that. While they were there, they didn't need a fire. Was it okay if the fire broke out when they weren't there? I mean, I can't understand some of the things that some people say, but hey, it is what it is. But anyway, so the young lady said to the officer, I don't know if she sensed something in him that wasn't right or something. She said she was going to rebuke him in the name of Yeshua. She's going to rebuke him. He says to her, don't do that or I'll shoot you in the face. And before you know it, the lady laid on the floor dead. He shot her. He shot her in the face. I think somebody said he shot her around about the ear and it came out of her neck or something. But anyway, y'all, most of us have already heard the story. But I wanted to make this video because of some of the feedback that I have been hearing on YouTube. And I'm like, well, what is going on? Why are people blaming? And it's not a whole lot. It's just a selective few people blaming this woman for her own demise. I mean, who calls the police and think, okay, today is the day that I'm going to call the police and I'm going to be no more? Who does that? The lady was calling for help, and just so happens she got the wrong type of person in her home who probably had a whole bunch of crazed out feelings and thoughts, probably was brought up in racism and all this other stuff. I don't know. But it smells like it. Now look, if it looked like a duck, quack like a duck, it's a goddamn duck. He came in there with some ill intentions, if you ask me, because otherwise Miss Macy would not be unlocked. She would still be alive and caring for her children. Okay, her two children. I believe she got two children. But to hear some people who are melanated people, and it's not that many, but I understand where this mess is coming from. For them to say that this woman, they implied that this woman brought this situation. Who? I mean, there are some people who want to be unalived. I get it. But you don't know if that's what her thinking was. You don't know if she was plotting to, die by cop. You don't know if that's what her thinking was. But some people who look like me, I mean, they are just, I'm going to just say it, institutionalized with thinking white is right and black is all the way messed up. All the way messed up. And I know where it comes from because I remember, you see certain little stories and things like that talking about, where the slave began to sympathize with the master. What's wrong, boss? We sick? We sick? We sick? Come on now. So that, I believe that thing do go on. Even though this was a movie I was just talking about. What's the matter, boss? We sick. We hungry. We tired. How they tired? Ain't doing nothing. The daggone slaves doing all the work. They can't be tired. But they done sympathize. They've been so messed up in the mind. The mind has been so distorted. Until they just jump on the side because they feel like white is right. And by the way, if you didn't know it, there's no race. There's no race but one, and that's the human race. Now, you got some humankind out here, too. Humankind, we got to do some homework, guys. We got to do some homework. You got human beings, and you got humankind. They like humans, but not necessarily are they human. They are humankind. Please do some research. Please do some research to try to educate yourself. But this is what we get. We get people who are so, because they think the so-called white man is on top. So I better get in line and I better go ahead on and sympathize with everything they doing and saying if I want to get somewhere in this world. See, I don't worry about man or humankind for my daggone deliverance or my daggone anything. Because I know, I know the Creator is bigger and stronger and wealthier and everything else than all of these so-called humankinds, okay, out here. But it's sad that a small group of us, people who, look like me, oh, she should have did X, Y, and Z. That's why she ain't alive. No, this man came in here. Come on, you done seen time after time after time these incidents. People done, put their knee on people's neck until they couldn't breathe and they had no more breath in them. They killed. I mean, we've seen it, guys. Come on, how much more blind do you have to be? No, you thinking if you can just sympathize with these people, somehow these people gonna, I don't know, gravitate towards you and probably give you a couple of crumbs. Because you ain't getting more than that now, honey. You might get a few crumbs. Now, I don't even care if you get $1 million. It's billions and trillions and quadrillions of dollars out here. So if you get $1 million out of them daggone people, you still got a drop in a bucket, honey. Because they give it to you in one hand and take it back from you in the other. So y'all better stop running around here thinking that these people, because y'all look at them as they are the king of the jungle. They are this and they are that. Don't y'all know we taught them? Everything they know they got from us. Don't y'all know that? Do some research because it sounds like you don't. And I'm talking to those people who made those comments about how this woman is at fault for her no longer being on this planet. I'm talking to those people because I watched some channels and they were talking about, and it got on my last nerve. I'm like, how much more brain damage can you be? How much more brain damage can you be? But you walking around like ain't nothing wrong. You good to go. Everything is right in the world. But you so messed up in here. And I mean, I get it because that's the way that they listen. They had to get the after we came out of chains, or some of us came out of chains, because not all of us were slaves. But after some of us came out of chains, they only let the chains loose because they knew they had us. They knew they had us up in here. And if you get them up in here, if you get them up in here, oh, the body gonna follow. If you can get them up in here, and that's what they worked on. They knew exactly. I mean, that they were strategic. But Almighty done failed us. We brought this mess on ourselves, not wanting to be obedient to the Most High. Running around here looking at the other gods that made of stones, sticks, and all this other dumb stuff. And Almighty gave us a chance to get the mess together. Because he said, listen, if you don't get it together, it's some people over yonder, reddish in the face, jealous of you. I'm going to let them have their way with you. And what did we get after that? Guys, y'all better do your research. Y'all better do some research. It's just, but it's amazing to me how some people are okay with just sitting and being that way. Oh no, that officer was right. He didn't mean no harm. She should have just did X, Y, and Z. She would still be here. Not necessarily. What happened to that daggone brother that was on the ground with a knee in his neck? He was laying down. He wasn't doing nothing. Why did the man keep putting pressure on that man's neck? Because he wanted them out of here. He wanted, see, they feel like if they can just kill a so-called Negro, they get a little something on their belt. They get a little another bump on their belt. Oh yeah, I done killed me a Negro. So yes. And you two don't even try it because, listen, like I done said before, y'all don't censor all these other platform mainstream media. They say what they want to say, how they want to say it, and y'all want to come over here trying to stifle us. Please don't. Please don't. Because we do have freedom of speech over here. We do have freedom of speech out here. So, and I'm not putting no lies out nowhere. I'm not putting no lies out. I'm just telling the truth. I, grew up. I was born. I grew up in them 60s. I did. I had people chasing me. I'm trying to go to school, chasing me for no reason. Get her, guys. I'm trying to walk to school, minding my business. It was just me. I didn't know who they were talking about. I was a young girl trying to get to school. And I looked around, and I'm like, ain't nobody else out here, so they must be talking about me. So I took off running to try to get to safety. So this mess has been going on for so long because for a very long time, all they be doing is raising these young children up to feel a certain way about a certain people, okay? But when it comes to our own people who look like me, who is siding with and I'm not going to call them enemies, I'm just going to say the do no righters, because they can't do right. It ain't in them to do right. It ain't in them to do nothing but destroy, and destroy. This is how they got this country, by destroying. Come on, do some homework. It's out here. Come on, you have no excuses now. If you didn't want to read it, if you couldn't read it, it's on the internet. Everything is the stuff is out here. Do the research. They used to say, if you want to hide something from somebody who look like me, Put it in the book because they ain't going to read it, and God knows that's the truth. You ain't got to read nothing if you can't read right now. Because they weren't trying to teach us nothing in school. No, the message they teach us today in school ain't nothing but a bunch of hogwash. Ain't telling no truth about nothing. I mean, just done whitewashed history all the way from the rooter to the tutor. From the rooter to the tutor. It's been washed. The true history has been washed away. And we walking around here like everything is okay, honky-dory. And then, because we thinking we can get something from these daggone people, we're going to sympathize and just gravitate to whatever they do. What they do is right. White is right all the time. Stop. Stop. Because one day you're going to find out. One day you're going to find out how wrong you were. And ain't no need of you blaming nobody. Ain't no need of you looking for nobody to come to your aid. Not thinking the way you thinking. You need to get your warped thoughts. You need to get them in line. You need to get them in line. And this is no way, shape, fashion. I'm not indicating any kind of racism because I don't feel like I'm racist. I feel like I'm just a realist. I deal with what the facts are. Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. That woman did not think about she was going to get up that morning and was no longer going to be here. But when that officer walked in the house, she had a premonition. That's why she wanted to rebuke him in your sure name, because something other than a human walked through that door, and she sensed it, and she recognized it, and she said she was going to, because I don't know what he was saying to her, but he must have been saying something halfway not right, maybe all the way not right, and she sensed it, because we are those kind of beings. If we only could just sit still and try to tap into what our real powers are. And I know it sounds a little weird to people because some people just don't understand because they've never researched, they've never gone within, and so they all warped up here. So when somebody says something, especially if somebody who look like them saying something, oh no, that can't be right. That's not what it says in the book. That can't be right. Them people, no, they don't know what they're talking about. But then somebody else who don't look like them can come by and say the same thing that I just said. Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. That's because you are messed up in here. You're messed up in here. And it's okay. A lot of us are messed up in here. But it's up to us to fix it. To fix it. To fix it. You gotta fix it. You can't lay like that and stay like that. You gotta fix it. You got to. Because these folks ain't playing with us. But guess what? The God I serve, he ain't playing with them. And one of these good old mornings, Almighty gonna get his children back. He gonna get them back. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Anyway, guys, I got a little hot and bothered by that because, like I said, this woman did not ask to wake up that morning and no longer be here. Wake up in the morning and by afternoon no longer here. She heard something, she thought she heard something, called the police for protection, and now she's gone. Leaving 2 children, I think she had 2 children, orphaned. I mean, it's not right. I don't care which way you shake it, stir it, slice it, or dice it. It's not right. It's not right. It's so not right. It's happening too many times. Now I know we do stuff that ain't right. I know it. I'm not asleep to that either. I know we do things that ain't right. But we ain't the only one who's not doing things right. It's a whole lot of people who don't look like us who is also doing stuff that's not right. It's just that the things that people who look like me, the things that they doing that's not right, it just gets thrown out there in the public media. So people can look, I told you they were animals, they act like animals, but then the other folks' stuff get kind of pushed down under, so you never hear about what they do. I told y'all I don't deal with racism, and I don't. I'm not a racist person, because I'm not. But I do believe, and believe in my eyes, my ears, and my experiences. Okay? I believe in that. I don't believe in hating on people. I do not believe on hating on people. We can't get to be without connect up with our creator by putting that hate in us. And now, I mean, do I have some dislikings? Yes, I do. I'm gonna keep it 100. I got mislikings. I don't like when people do stuff, and that can be of any shade. When people do stuff that's not right, I don't like it. That's the side I'm on. I'm on the right. I'm on the side of right. Okay? That's what I like to gravitate towards. So for you people out here who's saying all this stuff on these platforms, you're just showing your ignorance. And they love it. They love it because they see that you are still down under, up in this part. They see because it's what you bring out of your mouth. They see their work is still lasting. Guys, I gotta get out of here. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. I thank you guys for doing it, subscribing. I thank you for watching the videos. Please send me some comments. Please share the channel out. Guys, I'm gonna ask you to stay safe today, and well, tomorrow's not promised for anybody, but have a wonderful, wonderful day today, okay? Love yourself, love someone else. Tell yourself you love yourself, tell someone else you love them. I love you guys, and I mean it, and there's nothing you can do about it, okay? Zilch, nothing, okay? And by the next time I see you, or you see me, or however this thing is supposed to be, guys, take care, everybody. Almighty peace and blessings to you. Thanks for watching.